Grahame Morris.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And we have before us today a simple question, a simple motion, and I'm a simple kind of guy, so I'm going to be quite straightforward in indicating that I will be supporting the motion before us. It is supported by a majority of people in this country. My union, Unite, carried out a survey indicating just that. There is, however, a wider debate to be had, not for today, but there is a wider question about values and principles. Are we as society, Madam Deputy Speaker, accepting of homeless people freezing to death on our streets? Are we a society that is accepting of millions of people being reliant on food banks for their next meal? Are we as a society prepared to accept that 1 in 3 children are receiving holiday hunger hampers in the form of food parcels? Almost 6 million families are dependent on universal credit. 40% of those are actually in work. They're in receipt of in-work benefits. Now, the government benches are accusing the opposition and we Labour MPs of being partisan, but sadly, the lives of the poorest and most vulnerable people in society only seem to concern the Conservative leadership when they risk bad headlines. Members opposite, and I include the Prime Minister, the Chancellor, the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, must know the poverty and hardship that will be caused by failing to uprate universal credit. At the outset of coronavirus, anticipating millions of new universal credit claimants, the government announced a 12-month, £20 a week uplift. This wasn't an altruistic gift, it was a political calculation. The Minister, in his opening statement, said he welcomed today's debate. Frankly, I don't expect them to change their position today. And why? It's because the government will welcome 3 months of uncertainty, of arguing against retaining the uplift. If they were to concede today, the opposition would have more time to focus on the national scandal of the government's COVID response. The government are too busy making political calculations affecting the lives of over 100,000 people in my constituency of Easington, who are in over 10,000 who are in receipt of universal credit. I expect the government will U-turn on universal credit, but it won't be today or next week. The Prime Minister should stop playing politics with people's lives and start governing in the national interest for the good of the country. U-turn today, consolidate the uplift and give some security to the millions of people who've been let down by this government.